The Stanford Advocate is reporting that Jennifer Dulos's ex-husband, Fotis Dulos, his home is now the target of the investigation. And I do know that they did get DNA samples from Fotis yesterday. Authorities are expected on Sunday to resume their search of the Farmington home of Jennifer Dulos's estranged husband. A search of the more than 10,000 square foot custom-built home listed for sale at $4.3 million began Saturday morning as investigators looked for clues into the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos. Two state police cruisers were parked before 7 a.m. Sunday outside the home. One of the police cars left, leaving the other in the driveway. The search of Fotis Dulos' home had not begun as of 7 a.m. Jennifer's estranged husband, Fotis Dulos, and his girlfriend, Michelle Trakanos, were escorted off the Jefferson Crossing property on Friday night. They went to the state police Troop L Barracks in Litchfield, where Fotis Dulos provided DNA and hair samples. New Canaan Police Lieutenant Jason Ferrero said Saturday no arrests had been made and the search remained ongoing for Jennifer Dulos, who was last seen dropping off her children at a New Canaan County school on May 24th. Her black Chevy Suburban was found later that night on the side of Lampin Road near Waveney Park after she was reported missing. For the past week, searches for Jennifer Dulos has been focused in Waveney Park, the Wells Lane neighborhood, where Jennifer has rented a home for the past 2 years, and at her parents' home in Pond Ridge, New York. However, the investigation quickly shifted Friday afternoon to the Hartford area after Fotis Dulos was seen on security cameras outside a bakery. Some 24 state troopers and firefighters searched the upper Albany section of the city, first focusing on storm drains outside of Scott's Jamaican Bakery. Investigators then searched nearby backyards and trash bins, which local residents said were emptied after the garbage had been picked up earlier in the day. Soon after the Hartford search began, authorities arrived at Fotis Dulos' Farmington home around 6 p.m. Friday, according to the Daily Mail. Investigators were seen talking with Fotis and Michelle, his girlfriend, in the driveway before going inside the home for about an hour, the Daily Mail reported. Friero, a spokesman for the New Canaan Police Department, released a statement on Saturday saying no comment will be given regarding who has been questioned in this case. The criminal investigation into this case is continuing, and it does involve securing search warrants, Fierro said. No comment at this time will be offered on details relating to locations of search warrants or details of what items are listed on the search warrants. While New Canaan police have been tight-lipped about the investigation, state police sources have provided some insight. One source told Hearst, Connecticut media last week the blood was discovered inside Jennifer Dulos's home the day after she was reported missing. Another source told the Courant a housekeeper arrived at Jennifer Dulos's home at noon on May 24th and did not notice the blood. The information also tightened the time frame when Dulos went missing to sometime between 8 a.m. when she dropped her 5 children off at school till noon. Jennifer and Fotis Dulos have been involved in a 2-year divorce case. In court documents, Jennifer said that she was afraid of her estranged husband, Fotis, and was fearful he would retaliate against her for seeking a divorce. Jennifer's mother, Gloria Farber, has been in her own legal battle with Fotis Dulos. Farber and her late husband's estate have filed a lawsuit against Fotis Dulos, accusing him of failing to repay $1.7 million in loans he used to purchase properties and build homes for his businesses. The Farbers' Mallard Lake home in Pond Ridge, New York, was the focus of authorities' search on Thursday. The home is about a 15-minute drive from Dulos, New Canaan residence. 2 years ago, Jennifer Dulos abruptly left the Farmington home with her children and moved to New Canaan before filing for divorce the next day. Her sudden departure prompted Fotis Dulos to call 911, saying he was worried about my wife and kids, according to the audio of the more than 4-minute call obtained by the Hartford Courant. The 911 call is referenced in the nearly 500 pages of divorce records. The records also mention how Fotis Dulos initially believed his wife left with the children for her parents' home in Pond Ridge. A status hearing in the divorce case that was scheduled for Wednesday at the Stanford courthouse was postponed. On Tuesday, a court-appointed guardian filed a motion for a hearing regarding the safety of the children. A date has not been set for the Fotis Dulos requested on Wednesday for a judge to allow him to see his children, who range in age from 8 to 13 and include two sets of twins. A motion filed by his attorney, Michael J. Rose, said the children have been staying at Barber's New York City apartment under the watch of an armed guard the family hired. Fotis Dulos was turned away by the guard when he tried to visit the children last week, a police source told the New York Post. Late Friday, Fotis Dulos' divorce attorney filed a withdrawal of deposition notice and production request. The notice was scheduled for Jennifer Dulos to be deposed on June 10th, court records show. Thanks, guys, for watching. As always, I want to know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. I have a feeling that Mr. Fotis Dulos knows about Jennifer's disappearance. I believe that he is involved in it, and the police are keeping a tight lip about it. But they did search his home. They did take DNA and hair samples from him. So it's going to be interesting to see if any of that links him back to Jennifer's blood that was found in her home, if it links him to her disappearance. I mean, I can't talk right, guys. Sorry. Anyways, guys, I may see you in a little bit for a live stream, and I may not.